Honestly, you have really changed. Like, yes, I know you laugh at that, but you have really, really, really changed. Like, you are
Like
not.
change for bad or change for good.
Just
Like
relax. Like the lady I was dating is no longer the lady sitting beside me here now.
it was only normal. Like the guy I was dating is not the same guy that's sitting down here right now. So
Okay, like one thing I've noticed, like I wasn't expecting. I thought it would just be like it was good, it was fun dating her, it was good, engaging her, we had fun and all that. But after we got married, I noticed that a lot changed about her.
like you
And
say, like a lot changed for her.
yes,
It's like for bad or for
oh,
good.
don't be scared. It is for good. I know your mind, you're thinking I just want to open you and no, it's for good. Honestly, it's for good. At first, we had issues, misunderstanding about that, but I remember watching a video online, a pastor talking about marriage and relationship, and he said guys should know that the woman they dated or the woman they get married to, it's actually like five women in one woman. At first when he said it, I didn't really grab it, but as he explained further, he said something that the woman you married is actually five women in one. And he said, at first, you were dating her. So she was a spinster, you were dating a spinster, and at that time, she may not really be into you like that, and she just, you guys just call fixed appointment. We meet tomorrow by 12 p.m. You have a drink, you see a movie and all that. But after some time, you engage her. So after you guys have you've engaged her, she's no longer a spinster. She's now your fiancé. So you can see she's translating from a spinster to a fiancé, and now you have made her a fiancé. Now she's beginning to build herself around you. She wants to know that this man is responsible. At that point, she might be trying to get into you to know more about you. This job, you say, okay, you say you work with this company, yes. And what do you guys do? Like, how much is the salary? Hope they pay very
I
well.
know. I think when you're dating too, she will want to know, but not as much
No,
as.
she wouldn't want to look like she's getting into you, she's asking too much. But after you are engaged, she wants to know if this guy is responsible enough for now this relationship is going into something bigger, deeper, into marriage. That's the essence of engagement. When you engage a lady, she automatically knows that we are heading somewhere. Do you
Somewhere.
understand? So she wants to get to know more about you. Where are you at this so time? She can call you around 9 p.m. You're not back home. What are you doing? Where are you? You're with
Well,
your
I
friends?
like. I don't think you should be coming back at 9 p.m. when
No,
you're married.
no,
So
it's good. It's good. I'm not saying that it's bad also, but at the first time I will feel somehow uncomfortable. Why is she so into me? Why is she asking all those questions? But later on you get to understand that she's just being herself. When you engage that, you actually give her more power in your life,
authority.
more authority in your life, like you're bringing her close. And after you engage her, after she's being your fiance, now you got married to her. Now she's no longer your fiancée, now she's now your wife. And at that point, you guys are one. You guys share the same dreams. You guys pursue the same goals. Her goals are your goals. My goals are her goals. So she will be more into you. Now she's going to know that your decisions, the steps you take, the things you do, when it affects me, it directly affects her.
Yeah.
Anything that hurts me hurts her. If someone says something bad to me, it's actually like getting to her. So at that point in time, I think this is where I'm coming to. Because since after we got married, uh,
Why do you keep doing ha ha? What is ha
she
ha?
wants to know, for instance, now, I'm going to work in the morning. Do you understand? She will be like, Victor, what are you going to eat in the night? And for me, I sometimes I don't think deep like that. Like I feel like at night, okay, I want to eat this. We just make it. But she, as a woman, she just
You can't come and stress me. Like you have to tell me what you want to eat in the morning before going out. So at least when I'm back from work, I know what to do.
yeah, I
Like
understand. So
cook.
at first, when she starts acting like that, I was like, okay, like I wasn't used to it. It was like a change. It was something new to me, and later I got to know that it's needed. She needs to plan herself and put things in order. And I remember maybe she knows I close work by 6 p.m. sometimes 7 p.m. So she knows that at 7 p.m., at least coming from work should take me nothing more than 30 minutes. She knows that by at least 7:30, latest 7:30, I should be home. She'll be like after 7:30. Victor, are you at the door? Where are you? You are still at work. Victor. Okay,
It's
you're.
only normal. Like, it's normal for me to like bug you and say, where are you? Like,
And maybe at that time I was with my business partners, and maybe it just came up because if I had business meeting,
I feel like
I
if
should tell
something
her.
come, or you should
You
be able to
understand?
tell
So
me.
maybe there are times you just, okay, can we meet now, and you are rushing, you're driving, trying to beat traffic to meet up with your appointment, or maybe one of your members just called you, Victor, I'm in trouble, I need this, and you're trying to do your work as a cell leader, or as you have members, people you are working with. At that time, at first, I felt like this woman, she doesn't understand. It's not all about her. I have to attend to my friends. I have to attend to business. But after we thought about it, we argued about it. We understood. Now we understand each other more. Like when I have something come up, I have to call her and all that. And I remember that pastor talking about after she's now your wife. Now from spinster, she's now fiancée. From fiancée, she's now a wife. She's translating. After she's now a wife, now she is pregnant. She's no longer she's not just a wife. She is a pregnant woman. So the pastor said you must have read some articles talking about when women are pregnant, some spits, some just get unnecessarily angry over things, some talk too much. And it might not just be your wife's case. It might be that her pregnancy is that she wants to see you more often. Her pregnancy new changes might be that she likes you to cook for her. It might be that she just wants to put her leg on top of your leg on the bed or something. So you should expect something like she's a new person at that moment. And when she gives birth, that is the fifth level. She is now a mother. She may not have all the time she spends with you, like she has someone else taking her attention. She has to think of what would baby want to eat. She thinks about we need to get school uniforms, books. No, so at first all the time she had was shared between her job and you. So you had most of her time, but after she's now a mother, you might be looking for that and you will not see. So expect these changes, guys. You are marrying one woman, but know that there are at least five women in that one woman.
I think one of the things that I've learned is that your friends are gonna change over time, because I think this inferiority complex set among women, most especially women, not guys. I think your friends are still your friends.
Yes,
but
yes.
for women, I think it's different, because when you get married, your friend's gonna feel like, oh, she's on another level. We are not on the same level with her anymore. Let us give her some space to hang around our husband and begin to start a family. So friends will just naturally stop talking to you, naturally stop being like close with you, naturally stop checking up on you. Like even when you call them and like try to like, and it's fine for you to change friends. It's fine for your friends not to be on a common ground with you anymore, because I feel that sometimes when you call them to check up, they'll be like, oh, you're not Yahoo, you're married, you're not on our level again. Like you'll be hearing things like that, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's natural.
It's natural for your friends to change.
But the ones that want to keep up with you
will
always,
actually do, yes. So what else did you learn?
Yeah, I learned guys. Another thing I noticed is that when we were dating, I always want to prove my point. You always want to prove your point. We argue and argue.
Exactly.
But one thing I noticed is that in this, for so far we are married. I think I use the word I'm sorry like almost every day, at least 2 times. So I feel like if you're getting ready to get married, you should know that forgiveness is something you live in. It's an everyday something you do. Do you understand? Because someone like me now, I like to sleep like with my conscience clear, with my spirit light. I want to sleep happy. I don't want to sleep angry. Do you understand? So I noticed that before I sleep, most time I say I am sorry. I try to make up with her, because sometimes like what I feel and how I say what I feel will really not be how she wants it. Like the time, her mood, there are some things I say when I should know when to tell her, this thing you did, I don't like it. Like for instance, now I might say something to her in the car. Maybe we had someone in the car, and I just say I don't like this, and she will just get angry. But I've learned that there are times I should discuss some things with you. So I know from every day, one or two, three times you might get on each other's nerve, maybe because the tone you used, the time you said what you said, how you expressed yourself, and when you notice that she she doesn't like how you said it, and you see point in that, you could just say I am
It's
sorry.
not even if you see points in that. When you notice your partner doesn't
Doesn't
like
like,
what,
yes,
yes, just
just
say
say
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
It's
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
change
Yeah,
anything
it's not
because
gonna change anything.
when you're dating, you can as well as bang the door at each other or turn
Switch
off
off
your
your phone
phone
for
and
days. She's calling you. You are cutting the call.
exactly
Like
you
it's
don't
not.
want to
It's not.
talk to
It's not gonna
anybody.
work in marriage.
But like when you're married, you're gonna stay on the same bed, so it's most likely that you have to sort out your differences because you can't be in the same
Immediately.
house and not talk. You
Yes.
understand?
Sort your issues immediately.
I think one of the things I learned too is that you're not always gonna be together. Like a man has his own purpose, and then a lady too has her own purpose. Like you actually spoke on that point when you were talking about the first point you mentioned that sometimes I always want to check up on you, and then but it's different in the sense that as a lady, like he said, you're always gonna like check up on your man, what's he doing, but it's not like you're gonna bug him, like bug him. I think you should, as a lady, you should find something else to do. Like if you have spare time, instead of always like being on his neck on the situation, like why are you still at the office? Why are you still
You guys
doing
are very
this?
emotional. You want. Let's stay together. Let's watch film together.
I think
Let's do
no, I
this
feel I
together.
feel because when you're in a relationship, I think the guy is more into the lady. That's the thing. The guy is more into the lady. But when they become like one, like when they become married, the guy is not as much as into the lady as he was when they were dating. So it now becomes the lady's like job to like always check up on the guy. Because when you're dating, a guy can call you 1 hour, 2 hours, it's sweet talking you. But when you're married now, he knows that you're at home. He can go waka and
Yeah,
then
we are here
go.
forever.
You understand? So that's why I always feel that as a lady, you should like those times that you guys spend together, you won't be spending so much time like you used to spend. So the little time you guys have together, you should spend it in a quality manner. You guys should be happy in those times, and then when he's not around, instead of always bugging him, like checking up on him, because he has his friends, he has his life, he has his own purpose to fulfill. I think you should get something else to do with your own spare time. If you like seeing movies, watch movies. If you like going out, like hanging out by yourself, doing one or two things by yourself, like find something to keep
But
your own like.
yeah, I understand. But I think that for at that point, I think it will be also good in the morning before you guys set about your business or your job. You should discuss at so time I'm going to be there.
But
And
things
sometimes
happen
yeah,
like
if
you,
things happen,
like
you should call.
you do you call?
I used to have
Do
issues
you
with it.
call?
I used to switch easily. Like, oh, Victor, your attention is needed here, and I'm on the way going. Most times, initially, I
Speak
do.
the truth.
Yes, most times initially I do forget to call, and she'll be like, "I've told you. If anything changed, just let me know. I was expecting."
That was this. This is one of the things that used to piss me off before. So like now he's used to like if he has something keeping him up or something, he'll just call me and say, "Oh baby, this is what it is. This is what it is." Do you understand? You should always learn to inform your partner about what is going on at that particular moment, especially when you guys have set a date for each other. And one thing again I want to say is, ladies, we should always keep our standards. We should have our values about what we want in a relationship. Our standard should not be money. You shouldn't say, "Oh, I want to marry a rich man." It is okay to marry a rich man, but it shouldn't be your number one standard. You should say things like, "Okay, I want a God-fearing man. I want a caring man." Because if your standard is money, they are crazy as rich men, and they'll be like, "Name your price, I'll pay and I'll marry." And at the end of the day, you're not happy in the marriage. They are abusive rich men. So if we want to get married, we should always say the right things we want in a man.
Like have your values. When you have your values, like maybe you're the kind of girl you love to go to church, you like to pray, you like to do things for God. Do you understand? And maybe you're now liking a guy
That's clubbing.
who clubs so much, who drinks, who smokes, and maybe because you want him to get to like you back, for you guys to flow together, you're now reducing your standard just for him to like you. You shouldn't do things like that. There are men also
who loves churchy girls,
prayerful lady, churchy girls. So don't reduce your standards. Have your values. Set your values. Do you understand?
And another thing I noticed is that most ladies are not happy in their relationship. They just want to get married because their friends are married. They just want to belong. I want to be part of the clique of married women. It doesn't happen like that because most men, it's the man that will decide what he wants in a woman. Okay, he sees a woman, I want to marry that woman. Men, they don't have issues about marriage. It's we women that are emotional. What a man wants a supportive woman. He wants a woman that will cook his meal. And a man wants sex. But we ladies, we want much more. So it is enough issue like to marry a man that you love and you guys are working things out together. You're going to have misunderstanding challenges, not to talk about when you just marry a random guy from out of the blue, out of nowhere. You just marry him and it's not gonna work out. That's
so like the point she's trying to make, set your standards. First of all, a man that fears God. And because why this is very important is that a man that fears God will not do what God would not like to his wife. Exactly. When he wants to beat you, he knows God doesn't like it. When he wants to use abusive words, he knows God doesn't like it. So because he loves God and he wants to always please God, he will treat you right. And like you say, don't be anxious. Maybe your friends are getting married.
It is okay to be single.
Yeah,
like enjoy it.
Yes, when don't be anxious. When it's your own time, you would get
right
married.
Man will
do you
come
understand?
around.
And don't reduce your standard because you want a guy to like you. A man who will like you the way you are will definitely come.
And the way you say the man that will like you the way you are. We're not saying that you should not be like mean and rude and no. Like
and be uptight. No,
yes.
Just set simple values that
and like what you said that you're like we ladies can be very clingy. We're not saying that a man shouldn't have time for his wife. But what we're trying to say is that people have their own individual lives before they become one. So they will continue to live those individual lives, continue to do their day-to-day activities, their job, they'll continue to hang around their friends, but when it's time for them to spend time together, you should make quality use of those time.
Go for the movie,
have
see
fun
movie together, take a walk together, do the things you always want to do.
And when the other party is very much busy, I think the other party too should understand and find something else to keep keep themselves busy too.
So guys, I know at this point we'll be rounding up, and we know that with these few points of ours and with our experience so far, I know you have gained one or two information or points, the things you should know before getting married. And if you're just watching our video for the first time, we would like you to kindly hit the subscribe button and place your finger on the notification button so you can always get more of our videos. We love you guys. Thank you for your support.
Bye.